I'm picking up the shards from the kitchen floor, trying to remember what the light was for. The edges are jagged, they cut through my skin, but I'm trying to glue back the us that has been. Every piece is a memory, a laugh or a fight that I'm holding too tight in the dead of the night. My hands are all bleeding, my vision is blurred, but I'm still hanging on to your every word. They tell me to leave it, to let the dust fall, to stop building shrines on a crumbling wall. But how do I quit when the wreckage is home? When I'm still the marrow and you're still the bone. I'm a glass house vibrating under the rain, finding the beauty in all of this pain. My spirit is fractured, my rhythm is wrong, but you're still the melody inside of the song. You tore me to pieces and walked out the door, but I'm counting the pulses left on the floor. It's a heavy devotion, a beautiful curse, to know that I'm ruined, but you're still my verse. I'm shattered to dust, I'm a wreck on the sea, but I'm broken but still loving you. Can't you see? I look at the cracks and I see where you went, the hollowed out spaces where our time was spent. I should be angry, I should be cold, but I'm still protective of the stories we told. I'm warming my hands by the ash of the fire, constructing a ghost from a dead-end desire. It's a tragedy, really, the way that I stay, loving the shadow that's walking away. Break me again if it means you'll stay near. I'll take all the salt if it comes with a tear. There's a glow in the ruins that wasn't there before, a light through the cracks of a slam-shut door. I'm a mosaic of sorry and please come back home, a king of a kingdom of salt and of foam. I'm a glass house vibrating under the rain, finding the beauty in all of this pain. My spirit is fractured, my rhythm is wrong, but you're still the melody inside of the song. You tore me to pieces and walked out the door, but I'm counting the pulses left on the floor. It's a heavy devotion, a beautiful curse, to know that I'm ruined, but you're still my verse. I'm shattered to dust, I'm a wreck on the sea, but I'm broken but still loving you. Can't you see? Still loving you through the debris, still loving you. What's left of me? One piece at a time, one crack at a time. I'm broken, but I'm yours. The neighbors think I'm sleeping, the house is perfectly still, the dust is settling softly on the photos on the sill. I learned to choke the oxygen before it turns to screams, to keep the nightmare locked away inside of quiet dreams. My chest is tight and burning like a fever in the night, but I'm a master of the dark, I never chase the light. The loudest pain is the kind that doesn't ring, like a broken bird that forgot how it should sing. I'm a hurricane trapped inside a mason jar, wondering how the silence managed to travel this far. There's no crashing of the waves, most expensive stay that you never even heard. Now I sit here in the static of the life we used to share, trying not to let my gas disturb the empty air. If a heart breaks in a vacuum, doesn't make a sound at all, or does it just dissolve into the shadows on the wall? Open up my throat and let the sirens out to play. I'm tired of the hush that steals the words I need to say. But the habit is a prison, and the lock is made of pride. So I keep the tectonic shifts buried deep inside. Let the pillow soak the evidence of everything I feel, while I pretend that being quiet makes the hollow part unreal. There's no crashing of the waves, no thunder in the room, just the heavy velvet weight of a slow and steady doom. I'm breaking into pieces, but I'm doing it so slight, like a falling star that's burning out of everybody's sight. My eyes are overflowing, making rivers on my skin, but I'm holding back the static that is howling from within. The world is deaf to all the ways I'm falling to the ground, because I'm crying without sound. Shh, can you hear it? The nothingness is loud, a ghost in the hallway, a rain without a cloud, just the salt on my lips and the us I'm gonna miss, crying without a sound. I'm still holding my breath in the hallway, waiting for the click of the front door key. I left the porch light on just in case you were hiding in the shadows of the willow tree. The tea is gone cold in the ceramic cup, and the sun has no reason to ever come up. The air in this room is still holding your name, but the person who breathed it is no longer the same. The clock on the wall is a stuttering heart, marking the moment we drifted apart. Had a million words lined up in a row, but I stood like a statue and watched you go. It's the heaviest weight that I'll ever carry, the ghost of the promise we didn't quite marry. It's a letter left blank, it's a song with no end, a bridge that I broke that I'll never quite mend. I'm screaming at ceilings and counting the dead of all the I love yous that I should have said. I'm a prisoner of the words I didn't have the dread to shed, living in the goodbye I never said. I see your sweater draped over the chair, and for a second I swear that I see you there. I reach for the space where your hand used to be, but the vacuum of silence is all that greets me. I thought we had seasons, I thought we had years. Now I'm just drowning in unspoken tears. How do I close a door that's already been torn? How do I wait light. It's the see you tomorrow that died in the night. It's the heaviest weight that I'll ever carry, the ghost of the promise we didn't quite marry. It's a letter left blank, it's a song with no end, a bridge that I broke that I'll never quite mend. Now I'm screaming at ceilings and counting in the dead of all the I love yous that I should have said. I'm a prisoner of the words I didn't have the dread to shed, living in the goodbye I never said. The final page is missing, the ink is all run dry. I'm still standing at the station, watching an empty track go by. Goodbye, goodbye. I'm finally singing goodbye. I'm finally saying goodbye. I'm the master of the morning face, the king of I'm okay. I brush the ashes off my heart and start another day. I find a tie that matches well with the hollow in my chest, and put the version you once loved to a long and final rest. But the mirror knows the truth behind the muscles in my cheek. It sees the mountain crumbling while the valley is too weak. I'm a neon sign in a city of rain, looking for a way to advertise the pain. But the world likes a hero, the world likes a glow, so I keep the tectonic shifts buried down below. I'm dancing on the glass of a shattered paradise, hiding every winter behind these summer eyes. It's a heavy kind of costume, it's a brilliant disguise to keep the soul from falling when the spirit finally dies. I'm a walking contradiction, a ghost in a parade, living in the shadow of the choices that we made. Don't look too close or you'll see the cracks in the dirt, because heartache wears a smile. I saw you at the corner shop, I didn't miss a beat. I laughed about the weather while I felt the cold defeat. You said I look much better and I nodded in agreement, while my soul was signing papers for its own bereavement. It's a circus act of vanity, a tightrope in the dark, trying to ignite a flame without a single spark. The mask is getting heavy, the glue is getting thin. I'm tired of the war between my spirit and my skin. If I let the corners drop, if I let the tension go, the floods will wash away everything I try to show. But I'll keep the curtains up and I'll keep the stage bright until I'm safe behind the lock of a Saturday night. Oh, I'm dancing on the glass of a shattered paradise, hiding every winter behind these summer eyes. It's a heavy kind of costume, it's a brilliant disguise to keep the soul from falling when the spirit finally dies. I'm a walking contradiction, a ghost in a parade, living in the shadow of the choices that we made. Don't look too close or you'll see the cracks in the dial, because heartache wears a smile. Keep it up, keep it wide, don't let them see the mess inside. Take a bow, walk away, live to fake another day. It's a beautiful lie with a tear in its eye. Heartache wears a smile. dancing from our shadow in the places we used to go. But the silhouette I'm chasing is someone I don't know. I traded in my comments just to paint your world in gold. Now I'm staring at a canvas that's empty, gray and cold. I used to have a fight, your rhythm and a name, but I let them all be swallowed by the flicker of your fame. I bent until I entered a shape that wasn't mine, just to keep the stars above us in a perfectly straight line. But the mirror is a stranger, and the hallway's a ghost. I'm the one I was behind when I needed the most. I survived the breaking and I survived the withdrawal, but the hardest part of leaving is the part I gave to you. I was so busy building a home for your heart that I let my own foundation fall completely apart. I'm a wreck with no border, a bird with no sky, watching the best of my spirit just wither and die. It wasn't just a breakup, it was a total breakthrough. Oh, the truth that I lost me loving you. I'm reloading my coffee in the way I like to see, without the heavy secrets that you wanted me to keep. It's a hollow kind of freedom, a terrifying vibe, when there's no one left to please and there's nowhere left to hide. I'm a bruise to my own skin, just a gift in my own hand, trying to remember all the things I never said. I gave you my always, I gave you my why, I gave you little baby last year. I had to cry, now I'm standing in the wreck to the life I used to lead, searching through the debris for the person that I need. Was I ever really there, or just a shadow of your grace? A fingerprint of someone that you managed to erase. I survived the breaking and I survived the withdrawal, but the hardest part of leaving is the part I give to you. I was so busy building a home for your heart that I let my own foundation fall completely apart. I'm never no border, a bird with no sky, watching the best of my spirit just wither and die. It wasn't just a breakup, it was a total breakthrough of the truth that I lost me loving. Where did I go? Underneath the earth and the weed, I'm digging through the garden to find a seed of me. I'm still here, but I'm missing. I'm still here, but I'm gone. I lost me in the light of your dawn. There was no sudden lightning, no crash against the shore, no cinematic shouting as you walked out through the door. The candles didn't flicker, the glass didn't break. We just ran out of forever and the effort it would take. It was a slow evaporation, a fading of the red, like a garden losing color while we slept inside our bed. I kept waiting for the thunder, for the fire and the rain, for a monumental ending to justify the pain. But the air just got thinner and the light just got low, and we both became shadows with nowhere to go. It wasn't an explosion, it wasn't no war, just a soft, steady ticking of a heart that was sore. No sirens were screaming, no bridges were burned, just a final cold lesson that we both finally learned. We didn't go down in a flicker of glory, we just stopped the pen in the middle of the story. The world kept on spinning while we both lost our light. Because love died quietly in the middle of the night. Now I'm folding up the laundry that we used to call ours, and I'm counting up the minutes and I'm wasting the hours. It's the silence that is heavy, it's the peace that is cool. A calm glassy surface on a bottomless pool. I wish you had hated me, I wish we had screamed to wake up the ghost of the life that we dreamed. Usually empires fall with a sound, but stone hitting stone as they crash to the ground. But we were a snowfall, a mist on the blast, watching the blast of our history pass. One day we were breathing, the next we were stoned. Two people in a kitchen, but entirely alone. It wasn't an explosion, it wasn't a war, just a soft, steady ticking of a heart filled with soul. And no sirens were screaming, no bridges were burned, just a final collapse, and now we're both finally alone. We didn't know down in the flicker of glory, we just stuck the pen in the middle of the story. The word kept on singing while we both lost our lives. Because love died quietly in the middle of the night. No bang, no whimper, just a flame going out. No anger, no hunger, just the settling of doubt. Shh, it's over now. Love died quietly. Love died quietly. Love died. I shouted your name into the canyon we made, expecting a ghost or a soft masquerade. But the air is just heavy, the wind is just cold, like a story finished before I was told. I'm standing where always was etched in the stone, but the mountain is quiet and I'm just alone. Usually memories ring through the halls like shadows that dance on the cracks of the walls. But the silence is hollow, the silence is wide, with nowhere for all of this longing to hide. I'm listening hard for a ghost of a sound, for a footprint you left on this hallowed ground. But there's no vibration, no ripple, no spark, just a flat line of rhythm left out in the dark. I gave you my soul, every breath, every choice, but the canyon is empty, it swallowed my voice. The silence is proof that you're finally free, because love left no echo for me. I went to the places where we used to laugh, but the wind only whispers a cold epitaph. No ringing of bells, no humming the wire, just the ash of a cold and forgotten desire. It's like you were never even here at all, just a trick of the light or a tilt in the wall. Even the pain should have some kind of ring, a sting in the air, a song you could sing, but it's dead in a stall, like a bell made of lead. A desert of nothingness inside of my head. You didn't just leave, you erased every trace and left me this blank white terre the space. I'm listening hard for a ghost of a sound, for a footprint you left on this hallowed ground. But there's no vibration, no ripple, no spark, just a flat line of rhythm left out in the dark. I gave you my soul, every breath, every choice, but the canyon is empty, it swallowed my voice. The silence is proof that you're finally free, because love left no echo for me. Nothing is bouncing back, it's just black. I'm calling out, can you hear me? But the world is deaf, and love left no echo. I look in the mirror, but the eyes of someone else's. A hollow room where a heartbeat used to dwell. I'm tracing the outlines of the person I used to be before you took the light and left the dark with me. I tell my feet to move, but they've forgotten how to walk. I open up my mouth, but I've forgotten how to talk. There's a rhythm thumping inside of my chest, but it's just a ghost that won't let me rest. It beats for a memory, it beats for a lie. It's the only part of me that refuses to die. I'm a house with no fire, a bird with no wings, a broken piano with snapped tension strings. I reach for my soul, but there's nobody home, just a cold empty chapel of spirit and bone. I survived the goodbye, I survived the way through, but I lost the one piece that was never for you. I'm a stranger today, wandering lost and lonely, because my heart forgot me. It remembers the scent of your skin on the sheets, it remembers the rhythm of rain on the streets. It knows every turn of the road to your door, but it doesn't remember my name anymore. I'm a ghost in my skin, just a shell on the shelf. I've become a survivor who's lost to himself. Ooh, come back and remind me how it feels to be real. Teach me a hunger that isn't this still. This numbness is heavy, the silence is loud. I'm a flicker, a light lost inside of a cloud. I gave you the key and you locked it inside. Now I'm the one that the pulses denied. I'm a house with no fire, bird with no wings, of a broken piano with snapped tension strings. I reach for my soul, but there's nobody home, just a cold empty chapel of spirit and bone. I survived the bye-bye, I survived the way through, but I lost the one piece that packed the boxes, I handed back the key. I told my shadow it was time to leave with me. I walked a mile, then 10, then 100 more. But I'm still standing at your painted kitchen door. My body's moving through a city made of stone, but I've never felt so hollow or so bone deep alone. I look in the mirror at this traveler I've become, but the rhythm in my chest is sounding deaf. And I'm a ghost in a suitcase, a kite with no string, a bird in the winter who forgot how to sing. I told my feet to hurry, I told my mind to fly, but I left the only part of me that doesn't know how to lie. I crossed the border, I reached the other side, but I'm just a shell with nowhere left to hide. Because my hands are here and my eyes are new, but the beat in my chest is still tangled up in you. I try to drag it with me, I try to make it see that the us we used to be is just a tragedy. I'm a map of a person, a hollow point design, because I kept the miles, but I left what was mine. I walked away to save what was left of my mind, but my heart stayed behind. Curled up in the corner of our little shared lane. It's waiting for a welcome home that's never gonna come, while I'm out here wandering, shivering and numb. I try to breathe in deep, but the air is thin and cold, like a story that's finished but it's still being told. You have the pulse and you have the spark, while I'm just a silhouette walking through the dark. Is it on the nightstand? Is it in the hall? Is it a stain of shadow on your bedroom wall? I'm a biological clock with no hands on the face, searching for a feeling I can never replace. Go on and keep it in, it worked for me anyway. It only knows the words that you used to say. I crossed the border, I reached the other side, but I'm just a shell with nowhere left to hide. Because my hands are here and my eyes are new, but the beat in my chest is still tangled up in you. I try to drag it with me, I try to make it see that the us we used to be is just a tragedy. I'm a map of a person, a hollow point design, because I kept the miles, but I left what was mine. I walked away to save what was left of my mind, but my heart stayed behind. Miles away, but I'm still in that room. I'm breathing today, but it's a beautiful dawn. Check the porch light, check the floor. My heart is still waiting at your front door. My heart stayed behind. Whispers your ghost in the corners of rooms where I miss you the most. I try to scrub every scent from the sheets and bury your memory under the streets, but the The walls have a memory, the floorboards have ears, and the dust is just made of my crystallized years. I can't change the locks and the paint on the door, but the ache in my bones knows exactly who it's for. I told my mind to forget how you taste, to treat every moment as nothing but waste. But the nerves in my skin have a different plan. They still feel the ghost of a man. I can run to the edge of a different town, but the weight of the silence still follows me down. It isn't a fever, it isn't a flame, it's a dull, steady throb that is calling your name. Every scar on my soul has a story to tell of the heaven you promised that turned into hell. I'm a map of the places where we used to be, and my pain knows your name better than me. I saw a stranger who moved like you do, and my heart hit the floor before I even knew. It's a Pavlovian sting, it's a chemical pull, a cup that is broken but somehow still full. My grief doesn't wander, it doesn't get lost. It knows every bridge and exactly the cost. It's a compass that points to a north that is gone, a shadow that stays through the break of the dawn. It's etched in the way that I pull at my sleeve, in the stuttering rhythm of how I still breathe. I could lose my reflection, my path and my sight, but the hurt would still find you in the middle of night. It's a blood type of blueprint, a DNA strand, the touch of a killer who still holds my hand. I can run to the edge of a different town, but the weight of the silence still follows me down. It isn't a fever, it isn't a flame, it's a dull, steady throb that is calling your name. Every scar on my soul has a story to tell of the heaven you promised that turned into hell. I'm a map of the places where we used to be, and my pain knows your name better than me. It doesn't say lost, it just says you, in every dark shade of a different blue. I'm trying to scream, but the sound is just yours. The keys to my heart still fit in your doors. My pain, it knows your name. It always did. I mastered the art of the porcelain curve, keeping my cool while I'm losing my nerve. I paint on a glow like the morning should feel, to hide all the jagged parts making me real. I'm a higher act in a room full of friends, praying they don't see where the costume ends. How are you doing? They ask with a wink. I swallow the glass and I don't even blink. I'm a beautiful mess in a tailored disguise, with a storm in my chest and a drought in my eyes. Oh, I'm putting on a show for the gallery lights, while I'm losing the war in the middle of nights. Every I'm fine is a crack in the wall. I'm standing so tall just to cushion the fall. It's a heavy performance, it's a desperate art, to hold up a grin while you're falling apart. The world sees a diamond, but I'm just a scattered pieces of someone who's smiling while shadows just welcome the rain. I laughed at a joke that I didn't quite hear, while I tasted the copper of one hidden tear. If I let the mess slip, if I let the light dim, scared I'll go under and never quite swim. Don't look too closely, don't stand too near. The glue is all brittle, the edges are sheer. If I stop, this laughing, the screaming begins, and that's where the shadow finally wins. One little touch and the makeup will run, showing the damage of what you have done. Oh, I'm putting on a show for the gallery lights, while I'm losing the war in the middle of nights. Every I'm fine is a crack in the wall. I'm standing so tall just to cushion the fall. It's a heavy performance, it's a desperate art to hold up a grain while you're falling apart. The world sees a diamond, but I'm just the scattered pieces of someone who's smiling while shattered. The curtain is closing, the audience leaves. I'm shaking the stardust right out of my sleeves. The mirror is waiting, the lights are all low, and I finally let the record show. Just a ghost in the debris, still smiling while shattered, while shattered. The sun had the audacity to rise again today, to shine its light on everything you took away. I checked my pulse and found it moving steady and slow, a cool reminder that the clock doesn't care where you go. The world is moving on, buying coffee and flowers, while I'm measuring the distance in these hollow point hours. I'm a medical marvel, a ghost in a vest, with a heart that's shattered but won't take a rest. They say that time is a healer, but time is a thief, who leaves you the air but doubles the grief. I'm stuck in the middle of a find and a fall, trying to find the rhythm in nothing at all. My lungs are still expanding, my blood is still red, but I'm living in a house where the spirits are fed. Every inhale is heavy, every exhale is blue, a physical struggle to exist without you. It's a long, lonely hallway with no exit in sight. I'm a flicker of life in a permanent night. The tragedy isn't that I'm fading or soaking in token, it's that I'm still breathing, still broken. I walk through the grocery store, staring at shelves, thinking of the version of our former selves. I'm a walking machine, I'm a well-oiled ache, doing everything a living man, woman should make. But under the skin there's a fault line that's deep, that never goes quiet and never can sleep. I'm surviving the trauma, I'm passing the test, but I'm a bird with a heartbeat and no place to nest. Stop the rhythm, stop the flow. If I'm this empty, why won't the life go? It's the ultimate irony, bitterest pill that the body keeps moving when the soul is standing still. I'm a survivor of a wreck that's still happening now. I'm enduring the why, but I'm missing the how. My lungs are still expanding, my blood is still red, but I'm living in a house where the spirits are fed. Every inhale is heavy, every exhale is blue, a physical struggle to exist without you. It's a long, lonely hallway with no exit in sight. I'm a flicker of life in a permanent night. The tragedy isn't that I'm fading or soaking in token, it's that I'm still breathing, still broken. In and out, like the tide of a sea made of salt. One more day, whether I want it or not, the heart keeps beating, even when it's in pieces, still breathing. coffee's cold, the chair is empty now. I'm learning how to breathe, but don't know how. I reach for you when the morning light creeps in, but I only find the ghost of where you've been. The silence here is louder than the rain, a hollow hum that's echoing your name. I try to speak, to tell the world I'm fine, but the words get tangled in a broken line. My throat is tight, the air is getting thin. I'm losing every fight I'm standing in, because my heart is heavy and my words are gone. I'm just a shadow waiting for the dawn. I wanna scream, but I can't make a sound. I'm buried in the secrets that we found, so let the salt water tell the story of us. Since silence is the only thing I trust, I've got no strength left for a choice. Tonight I let the tears borrow my voice. I see your keys still sitting by the door, like they're waiting for a hand that's here no more. I walk the halls and trip on every spark of a fire that went out and left us dark. It's funny how the forever that we swore is just a pile of glass upon the floor. Let them fall, let them run, let them break, for every single promise that you didn't keep for my sake. Every drop is a sentence, every sob is a plea for the version of you that once loved me. Because my heart is heavy and my words are gone. I'm just a shadow waiting for the dawn. I wanna scream, but I can't make a sound. I'm buried in the secrets that we found, so let the salt water tell the story of us. Since silence is the only thing I trust, I've got no strength left for a choice. Tonight I let the tears borrow my voice. No more I love you, no more goodbye, just a steady rhythm of a leaking eye. The story's over, the pages are torn, and I'm just the wreckage left to mourn. Listen close, can you hear the soul? It's saying it wasn't, it was all my fault. The tears are speaking now. I'm staring at the dust motes dancing in the light, while the heavy weight of over settles in for the night. I try to find a sentence, a reason or a plea, but the dictionary's empty for a ghost like me. My throat is like a desert, my tongue is made of lead, so I'll let the salt water say what's better left unread. Why bother with a sorry or a where did we go wrong, when the melody is broken and we've run out of song? The ink is all evaporated, the pages turn to white, but the pressure in my eyelids is screaming through the night, because they flow like a river that knows its own way, carrying the burdens that I can't find to say. Every drop is a chapter, every sob is a plea for the version of us that you took away from me. Language is a limit, a wall and a lie, but there's a brutal kind of truth in the way that I cry. I'm giving up the struggle, I'm letting go of the burst, because tears don't need promises that turned into glass. One for the seasons we'll never see past. They don't need a rhythm, they don't need a rhyme to tell the story of a love that ran out of time. If I spoke, I'd only stumble, I'd only get it wrong. I try to make a masterpiece of a love that didn't belong. But this liquid grief is honest, it's raw and it's pure. A physical vibration of a pain without a cure. Listen to the rhythm as they hit the floor. That's the sound of a heart that can't take anymore. Because they flow like a river that knows its own way, carrying the burdens that I can't find to say. Every drop is a chapter, every sob is a plea for the version of us that you took away from me. And language is a limit, a wall and a lie, but there's a brutal kind of truth in the way that I cry. I'm giving up the struggle, I'm letting go of the burst. Because tears don't need words, just let them fall. They're the only thing talking now. The silence is full and my eyes are loud. No more talking, no more trying, just the silver truth of crying. Tears don't need words. The crack on the mantle isn't hammered today, beating the seconds to you being away. I used to find peace when the world would go down. But now the shadow is a ghost of one. The static of nothing is piercing my ears. It's a river of salt made of unspoken years. I'm waiting for floorboards to groan or to creep, but their heart sends a witness that refuses to speak. I take a scream, I take a slam door. Anything's better than the never anymore. The quiet is heavy, it's cold and it's fast. A hollow point bullet from the ghost of our past. So I'm drowning in the room where the east too still, and the quiet is a cup that I can't seem to fill. It's a definite war, it's a weight on my chest, the kind of bug like you know won't let me rest. Wherever I've reached, but the bridge has gone down. Now I'm just a stranger in a soundless town. I'm begging for thunder, for rain or for dirt, because in silence, yes, it's the deepest of hurt. I reach for my phone just to hear a dial tone, to prove for a second I'm not this alone. The space on your pillow is a scream I can't hear. A map of the absences I'd love you feel. It's funny how quiet was a gift that we shared. Now it's the weapon of truths you stop being scared. The silence is judge and the silence is jury. It's the game at the saddle of a heartbroken fury. Check something cool, say I don't love you. In it, a bruise that I can hold on to. This white noise and losses of poison I drink. It leaves me with nothing but too much to pay. The louder it gets, the smarter I feel. In a world made of hush when nothing is real. Oh, I'm trapped in the room taste of her. Listen, can you hear the heartbreak? No, neither can I. It's just the sound of the dream beginning to die. The silence hurts.